Malo elelei, tali tali, fia fia, ki mo tolu. Welcome back to Tangata Pasifika. Well, last week we brought you one of our two Pasifika candidates running in the Auckland mayoral elections, and this week we bring you the second candidate in Auckland City, Councillor Whaanana Efeso Collins. Talofa lava, malo ni, and welcome to the show.
Oh, malo lili, and thanks for having me this morning.
And well, it's been a really big week. Of course, two prominent members of our own Pacific community passing, and also the monarch. What do you have to say about that as well?
Yeah, I think it's a real time of reflection. The monarch, as has been said already, was a remarkable leader, and I think there'll be sadness felt right across the world at the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, and also for some of our local leaders who were very much known in the world. Willie Lose has done huge work. I've known him more around the commentary, and you know that voice and you can trust that voice calling games. And I was at Taha Whasi's funeral yesterday morning, and a real sadness again. I marched with Taha Whasi when we did Advance Pasifika about 10 years ago. Real passionate man, and so he will be missed too.
You know, it's been a busy time, but how have the last couple of months been for you?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed the campaign trail. I think it's been a busy time, and it's been important for someone like me to get right across the city, and it's a big city. I remember one day where I started with meetings in Papakura and ended in Greenhithe. And it was there that I realised just how big the city was. I've done 57 events over the last few months, and it's great to meet people. And I think the story you had earlier, those are key issues that people are talking about: public transport, climate change, addressing poverty, and making sure that people feel like they're connected, because we want to lift the level of participation, knowing that only 36% of Aucklanders voted in the last election.
How worried are you about that with the voter turnout?
Yeah, I think I'm concerned at quite a macro level, because I think you want people to, we come to New Zealand because it's here that we feel like we can participate, and when only 1 in 3 people are voting, it shows that there's probably some systemic issues that we need to address, one of them being postal ballots. I think the day for postal ballots is long gone, and we should be treating it like when we go and vote for a government, we should have a day to do it, and everyone goes to your local school or church or organisation hall and votes there. So I think there's some big systemic challenges that we've got in front of us to lift our level of participation.
And for you as a Pacific person to be standing up for mayor, we can't ignore the fact that if it happens that you do become mayor, that's a historic moment for Pacific people, for you to be mayor of Auckland.
Yeah, and I'm really, it excites me, it excites my family as well, and you know that wherever I go, the campaign is the trail that's made up with me, my wife and our girls. And I think that's something different too, that people see all of us at work. I think it's important for Auckland that as we start to dream about a future that we want, one that's sustainable and just, people-centred, then we'll be thinking clearly about the future that we want for our children in particular. And so I've been honoured to meet people. People, not everyone agrees with me, which is a shame sometimes, but that's how democracy works, and it's important we have ongoing discussions with people. You know,
it's really, some would say, the second most important job in the country to the Prime Minister. Has this job been something that you've always been looking to? I mean, I know people, when you were a councillor, some people would be saying, oh yeah, you could be in central government, but did you always have your eye on mayor as the goal?
Yeah, for me, this has been a call to service. And I think many of us who come from Pacific heritage know that everything we do is about how we serve the community. Even as we've recognised some people who've passed away today, we've talked about how they've served the community. And for us, this is the extension of that. Our families came from the islands in the 1960s and 70s because they wanted to take the opportunities that were available to them. And I see this as an extension of this. This is just our journey. This continues to evolve. And I think it's really important that we see ourselves as continuing on this journey, because our parents came here with their desire to sacrifice and make the best of life, and that's what we're doing now.
How would you bring change for our community, our Pacific community, people out South Auckland, if you were mayor?
Yeah, I think it's important. Firstly, let's get everyone voting, so I want to encourage people to vote. But I've got a fares-free public transport policy, and that means that you and I can get on the bus and the train for free. It takes away our transport costs, and the research tells us from the Helen Clark Foundation that some families spend 30% of their income on transport. So imagine if we were able to remove that cost barrier. That's more money to feed the kids, make sure everyone's well clothed and warm, pay the bills. So that's the first and primary flagship policy that I have. But I think it's also important that we lobby the Crown to make sure we build, and we build faster, because we need people to be housed, knowing that, as the Salvation Army tell us, we're about 30,000 houses short. That's a crisis, and we need leadership to address that crisis.
Do you think you've got the leadership credentials to lead Auckland?
Yeah, I'm a collaborative collaborative leader. I'm a person who loves to be in the community, loves to talk to people, and I've got good relationships with everyone around the table. You can have a person who comes to thump their fist on the table. That's one style of leadership, but I think that's an archaic style of leadership. I think my style of leadership is inviting people in, having good discussions, working out the best ideas, being robust, and then saying, here Auckland, here's our vision, let's lift our aspirations, lift our eyes, and let's aim for something great.
Is there anything else you want to say to the Auckland punters, especially to our Pacific people out there, just to end our interview?
Oh, I want them to vote FS or Collins is the first thing I want them to do. But foremost, I think it's important that we consider who's standing, think about the policies, think about our children, about climate change, all of these big issues, and vote that way.
I have one question I wanted to ask you. We've got some big names in it, up against, Wayne Brown, also, heavily funded people, but are you the underdog in this race?
Yeah, I'd say I am, and I'm the underdog because we don't have the kind of resource that others have, but what we have got is people power. And as I move around the city, man, it's wonderful when people say, hey, we're praying for you. Our parents are saying to us, we're praying for you. Those are the most moving things, and it's that people power, the people influence that's going to make a real difference in this campaign. So that's where we're winning, because we've got people behind us.
Whanana, thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.